is up, everybody? It is Alex, the Boogeyman here, Title Boxing Club in Pittsburgh, New York. I'm standing in front of a web because today we're going to talk about the World Wide Web, the internet. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful thing, the internet. There's so much information out there, but there's a lot of information that's maybe not so good. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff. Some of that information that I would call Malarkey. Yes, because it's a special edition of Midweek Malarkey. Midweek Malarkey. So I'm going to give you just a few examples of a lot of malarkey I see on the internet. If you're looking through Instagram or whatever, you're looking for boxing tips, that's great. I want you to look for that stuff. But always make sure you listen to your coaches, right? Your coaches, we know you. We care about you. When you see stuff posted online, it's oftentimes they're posturing to try to make the poster look good. Our coaches don't care about looking good. We want to make you look good. So one of the things, of course, we've talked about a lot, you see a lot of people throwing uppercuts to the body instead of uppercuts to the chin. Uppercuts to the body are a thing, absolutely, but most of the uppercuts, certainly the knockout uppercuts, go to the chin. Yes, you can throw uppercuts to the chin on the bag. It's very possible, and I like doing it by default, not just because it's practical and possible, but because it really gets those legs involved. Whereas you go to the body, you're using mostly your arms. And that brings me to another thing you'll see. Sometimes people doing burnouts and they're just going like this on the bag, like this. This doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't really help you. It's not a really tough cardio thing. It's not something you would do in boxing. So why on earth would you want to do it when you're doing your own boxing training? Now, if you want to throw punches fast, great. But make sure you're throwing good punches. Good. They don't have to be super hard, super fast, but they're good, real punches that would actually work in a fight. Going back to uppercuts for a second, sometimes, and I've seen one of my heroes, Boss Rutan, does this. They'll throw a big combination, boom, 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 and they'll miss the uppercut on purpose. Why? Because they'll say, well, the uppercut comes straight up. You can't go straight up on a bag because the bag is a flat surface. True. Well, first of all, some people tuck their chin. Sometimes you have to go out at uppercuts. But if you practice missing and throwing your uppercut straight up when you're training on that heavy bag, you're training yourself to miss. That's not a good idea. That messes with your coordination, your mind. Don't train yourself to miss. Footwork. You see a lot of crazy footwork online. My least favorite is one I talked about before. It's this one. Crossing the feet. The old inside pivot, right? Looks kind of cool, all this pivoting, right? But you always want to make sure you are ready to throw a punch or defend a punch unless you're way out of range. Doing this does not accomplish that goal. It is never going to be faster than just stepping without rear foot circular. Let's see, what's another one? Mitt work. Oh my God, almost all the mitt work you see is terrible online. People are going very fast. They're not using their lower body at all. And the mitt work, the mitt holder's doing more work than the actual puncher. Here's another one you see from, sometimes you'll see experienced boxers doing this. Constantly posting or framing all the time, right? Oh, I'm framing. Yes, is that a thing you do in boxing? Do you do posting? Do you do framing? Yes, you do. Does it happen a lot in every fight? No, it does not. But you see people doing it constantly on the bag. They're trying to look cool. And you might say, oh, the bag's swinging, I gotta stop it. There's a lot of ways to do that. You could throw a real jab. You could deal with a swinging bag. We've talked about that one before. Constant posting, framing is really constant posing. I'm trying to look cool for the camera. Oh yeah, and one more. Any kind of footwork drill that's super dancey, and sometimes just people do it together, right? They're doing a little dancey, bouncy footwork drill. Not saying that that can't be a good thing to do, but you'd rather work on just regular boxing footwork, disciplined boxing footwork, not anything, you don't need to do anything dancey to get better at that footwork. I would just practice the regular stuff. Now, if you got a million years to train, you want to mix it up, absolutely mix it up. But if you only got an hour a day or whatever, you want to make sure that what you're doing in training and boxing is the stuff you're going to do when you're boxing. The stuff that's going to not only make your boxing skills better, but make your workout better. Anything else is probably not worth doing. I'm not saying it's easy to do. Some of its stuff is very hard. A lot of the choreographed mitt work drills, very hard to do. Impressive that people can do it. Is it really going to help your boxing that much? Not really. Is it going to help your fitness? Not really. You're going to get more out of throwing powerful punches, moving around. And again, also, and I know I sound like a curmudgeon here. I am a curmudgeon. But there's even some stuff I like doing that's fun that isn't super, super practical, and I will admit that. One of them, of course, this is one of my favorites, right? The Tyson hop over, uppercut, or hook, or body shot, or whatever. The hop over move is great, and we'll do it in class sometimes. It's fun. We'll kind of slip to one side and do that little shuffle step, shifting your weight to the back. Again, fun move, love it, good. It feels good to do. It's not something, even Mike Tyson didn't do this a whole lot in fights, but if you watch people online, they're doing it all the time. There's all kinds of hop overs, all kinds, because again, it looks cool, right? So again, we'll do it, but it does not need to be a main part of your diet. Same is true, and you'll see this on mitts, you'll see it in the heavy bag too, what I call the rolling body shot, where you're ducking underneath a punch and throwing a body shot at the same time. Again, this is very fun, because you can get your momentum down into the punch. You might throw some punches and then you roll into that body shot, get extra power. Fun, and we can do it. But I do want to be honest here, find that in a fight. Find somebody doing that in a fight. It's very hard to pull off in a fight, especially when you compare it to how much you see people doing it online. So again, I'll admit, I like those, I'll do those sometimes, but they're not particularly practical. And of course, there's more things than just that. I'm a very curmudgeon, as I said, but those are kind of the main things I see a lot that aren't particularly practical. If you have questions about this stuff, please let me know, because that's a point. That's what I'm here for. I am here to help you. Your coach is here to help you. I want you to ask me questions. If you see something online, if it looks cool, you want to know more about it, please ask me. If there were no questions, we would have no answers. That would be terrible. We can't live in a world like that. That is a bunch of malarkey for you, and that is also my midweek music. Midweek Malarkey.